Welcome back. We got a great episode for you guys. It's a versus match. Me versus Mike, Mike versus me, mano a mano, battle to the death. We got a new game to try. We've got energy drinks to review. We got a lot to get going. So let's get to it. Alright, so here's the deal. We tried filming a first episode, and it actually went really great.
Yeah.
I had a great time, and then I went in to go edit it, and the audio was screwed up. So now we're wired up here, and I've got a mic there, and then when we go over to the table, I've got a backup mic, all at different distances, so we're not.
Right
yeah.
Backup mic right here.
Check 1, check 2. Yeah, they're working right. So the original episode, we went to Collected, which is the baseball card shop.
Comic shop.
Yeah, I know. I'm so goddamned old that they're all card shops to me. This is my buddy Mike.
What's up?
God, we've known each other a long time. Long time now.
Almost 12 years now.
12 years. That's a lot of me getting my ass beat at video games, board games, more video games.
Board games are more even.
All kinds of games, word games, mind games. So mainly, your function on the show is probably going to be coming back for like sports video games and stuff because, and we'll get into all this in later episodes, but we have like a household ban on playing sports games. I won't do it. They just piss me off. We've been through baseball games. We've been through basketball
I don't think
games.
we've ever played football.
I haven't. No, I won't even do it. I'm like, nope, F that. After Eddie whipped my ass at like 2K5, I was just like, I'm done.
God, and Eddie's trash too.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible.
I say that he's not bad. Just,
I believe I may have won a few rounds of UFC when the first one came out. And then you figured out how to play it, and that sort of thing.
Then I looked up from my phone.
So anyway, for this episode, what we're going to do is we picked up a board game completely at random from this comic book store, this game shop around the corner. It's Collected. It's over here in West Fort Worth off at Altamere. It was pretty cool. Go check it out. But we pulled this game, Unmatched, off the shelf. We've never played it, never heard of it. We liked the box art. We read the back. It sounded really cool. It was a little vague about exactly what it was. And we actually liked that. We were like, man, we know nothing about this. I believe the box says it's, 20 to 40 minutes to play?
Yeah, 20 or 40 minutes.
Yeah, and so we were going to test that. We were like, how long does it take to play from shelf to table, learning it and everything. And I believe it was about an hour and 40 minutes, but that was with all the learning and everything involved.
That was unboxing, learning, reading over everything, and of course we're doing it for the show.
Right.
So,
and since we already unboxed the core sets that we bought, which is the Cobble and Fog and the Buffy, which we'll go more into when we do the review.
I actually believe those are expansions, and this one is the actual
original
set.
So you got the original. This is completely unopened. Looks like you paid $40 for that.
Yeah.
And then we got $24 on the Robin Hood versus Bigfoot expansion, and then you paid $15 for the Bruce Lee expansion. Basically, what this game is like a battle royale, like fictional characters from literature. So the Battle of the Legends. Who all do we got in there? That's
this one is, who do we got? King Arthur, Alice, which I'm not sure what Alice is from. Honestly.
Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Maybe that's what the figurine looks like.
Yeah, it's Alice in Wonderland. Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Sinbad and Medusa.
And then so far my favorite set, and we'll get into why, is the Cobble and Fog set.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love the characters in
what we've
here.
played so far, that's my
Yeah. Dracula, Jekyll and Hyde, Invisible Man, Sherlock Holmes. Some really cool characters there. And then we also, this is the first licensed one. Well, I guess the Cobble and Fog might be licensed, but the first licensed one I've seen and we played through, and I like it all right, was the Buffy the Vampire Slayer one. And you get a Buffy, Angel, Willow, Spike, and then each hero's got like sidekicks. And anyway, you can mix and match them. So you can have Dracula versus Buffy. You can have Jekyll and Hyde versus Medusa. You can have Bruce Lee versus Angel. You can have Bigfoot versus Robin Hood. Like there's no limit other than what sets they've made. And I believe there's one other set. There's the
they did. I was gonna.
Oh no, actually, there's two other sets. There's Jurassic Park.
Yeah, they actually, someone else had bought that set from Collected between when we originally went and when I got out there the other
there's someone
day.
else in Fort Worth playing this game.
I don't think there's another already out.
Beowulf.
Beowulf and Little Red Riding Hood should be out at the end of the month. And then I saw, looking on their website, they've got plans for 2 different Marvel.
So that should be interesting. So we'll actually go through and we will unbox the original because we don't have any clue what the original stuff looks like. The artwork might be different. You know, they might have improved since the original.
Yeah, and I'm really interested to
see Bruce. I want to see what is so cool about Bruce Lee that this is the only set that is a single character.
I stand by my original theory that what's going to face Bruce Lee to put him in a set with something else?
He's probably invincible. So we'll be unboxing these 3, and we'll go through all that, and then we'll show you what's in the other ones.
Bruce Lee versus the prop gun.
Okay, so you brought over today, let's see. We have, these are a mystery. He knows what they are. I don't know what they are. They're energy drinks. We were going to try to review like gamer fuel and gamer snacks and stuff like that. On the scrapped episode, we had like a Mountain Dew or whatever.
Yeah, it's a new
but since I had you coming over to do this, I thought it would be cool if I didn't know what they were and you just got some wild ass flavor, or I got to try to guess what it's trying to be, because like if it says watermelon and you drink it, it could taste like something completely different, but then you're like, yeah, I get watermelon out of it.
So that one says...
Okay. Give me some...
So that one says a flavor on it that it should taste somewhat like. I haven't had either of these before.
Okay. Whatever this is, it's got a gold tab and a black lid. That's why I picked it up. It looks premier. This is like the Colt 45 of... And you didn't cut. There's a little bit of pink, so I'm thinking that's some kind of punch flavor.
I don't know. I'll try them. I don't really want to because I got to work in the morning, but I'll try it.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna go for this, and I'll talk you through this. Oh. Okay. That's It's definitely fruity. It's not quite just like citrusy, like it's supposed to be orange or something like that, but it's kind of like a. I smell red. Is this a red liquid? It's it's kind of pink. Nope. Totally clear. Is this fucking Starburst flavor? What is this?
Nope.
Okay, not knowing what flavor this is supposed to be is a totally different experience than just picking it up off the shelf. I'm trying to decide if this is absolutely awful or if it's tolerable. And I'm leaning towards awful. This is awful.
That's fair.
Okay.
I've never tried that flavor.
Okay, give me a lifeline. What brand is it?
It's made by Coke. And it is a Reign energy drink.
I've never even heard of that.
It's supposed to be Coke's competitor for Bang, which is a Pepsi product.
Yeah. Peach Fizz. What?
It should just wrap.
What in the most awful ideas were you thinking, Coke? Coca-Cola. Bad Coca-Cola. You can do so much better than this.
They have a Melon Mania one that's probably better than that.
It does taste like peaches. So it was fruity. It was kind of light, like I was getting that, but I could not place the fruit that it was trying to emulate. And now that I know it's supposed to be peach, my brain has decided to get in sync with it. Yeah, this is awful. This is probably like the third worst energy drink I've ever had. Thank you for that nightmare.
You're welcome.
And I will be up the rest of the night.
I would like to say you did ask for it, so
that's nice. So we're gonna get the table set up. We're gonna start the unboxing process. We're going to do a brief streamline talk through the rules, so that you guys know what's going on and you can follow along with the match. And then we're going to do a matchup, and we'll do a random. And then in the comments, after the video or whatever, tell us what other matchups you guys want to see or stuff like that. So let's get to it. Now, one thing that totally impresses me about what we have experienced so far is the packaging, artwork, everything is just top notch. So, talk us through what you're opening up here.
So, this is the box. I mean, you can see the artwork on this box once I get all this plastic off, and you get the glare off of it and everything. The artwork on this is just clean.
Now we figured out the cheat code for actually getting the box open, but the cardstock that they use is like premium.
Yeah.
Like it's got this like real nice like semi-gloss matte finish. The artwork on this is freaking amazing. It's kind of like a pop comic, comic book art sort of thing. So let's go ahead and pop this. So to open these, pull the sides out a little bit to get some air in there and let it open up. Even with the cheat code, this one's a little stiff.
Oh, it's also first opening.
Yeah. The rule book, it's a little intimidating at first. Turns out it's not that hard to play, but it's about 10 pages, 10-page rule book.
You got your standard pop out dials and such.
Yeah. So those are your health dials.
Is that in,
and then each set, I don't know about probably not Bruce Lee set, and maybe not even Robin Hood and Bigfoot. But these big sets each come with 2 maps, a flippable battle map.
It might. Maybe not.
Not unless it's got just like a little mini one just for those 2.
Start popping these out.
So each character has their own deck. This is all their moves, schemes, abilities, special powers. And then you get these awesome tokens, which we thought were going to be punch-out tokens, and it turns out they're this high-quality resin sort of thing with like these real high-quality prints on them. These are like their sidekicks. And then what's really awesome is the characters are these really well-crafted tokens. So far, my favorite's still the Invisible Man.
Yeah, for sure.
Because of the way they did them. And then it's even got these little plastic bases. They pop off, so if you want, you can paint your token. But I totally love these vanilla.
Yeah.
The more I thought about it, the more I fell in love with the shading, because the way they painted them, they look like pewter almost. And I miss a good pewter miniature.
I was wondering if we do the Jekyll and Hyde Bruce Lee match, I want to pull the Invisible Man.
Oh yeah.
Show it. It's
we're gonna open all these so that they can see the what's in each of them. Everything is premium packaged in here. I like the way this goes together. Now, what I did notice a minute ago, so this is the first time that we've like put these up and pulled them out and then did it again. The Buffy stuff kind of fell out of its spots.
Really?
But it might be because I have them set up on display like this. And that's not necessarily, you know...
Because I know especially with that one, like the moldings for the figurines are specific to each character.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not like mega tight, but everything does have a spot. Underneath the cards, there's little places where all the dials and stuff go, and it's really great. So let's go ahead and do a setup here.
Yeah, if you want to hand me the little plastic.
That way we can kind of time it. So if you buy the course set, you know, in post, I'm going to put a timer up from us kind of talking about it.
Do you want me to go ahead and start putting these together?
Yeah, and then we can kind of see how long it takes two people, because you're never just doing this on your own. It's because you're playing with somebody. So
I will say, I haven't looked at the artwork on the back of the cards for this set, but the artwork on the back of Cobble and Fog is amazing.
I like the Cobble and Fog stuff better from what I'm seeing here, but the artwork is no slouch.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the artwork's bad. Like, I haven't looked at this set yet. You've got the cards over there.
I mean, this looks like a deck of cards I would use for like my magic tricks and stuff. That's King Arthur.
Get your Chris Ramsey on.
Yeah, I love Chris Ramsey.
So do I. I love his puzzles.
I like his puzzles, and he's actually watched one of my sleight of hand videos and commented on it in his video. He's like, "Man, this guy sucks." No, he didn't say it. Dude, he's incredibly like nice too, because like my thing wasn't that good, and he's like, "Oh man, I didn't even see how he did that," and I'm like, "Dude,
no, you
not even
sleight of hand videos."
I've got like 2. They're just on my. Actually, you know what? They're not online anymore because I cleared out the channel to make room for this, and I wanted everything to be themed. I mean, it only had like 300 views.
Another thing too I like about these, like with a lot of the board games, like with Betrayal at House on the Hill, the spinners on the cards, the dials that you have to move, get really stiff and they like stick. At least in my experience. And these are so smooth.
You know what? I have to say, there is nothing that feels cheap about anything in these sets. The card stock, it's all premium. The cards have just the right amount of stiffness to them. These things, just nothing about it feels cheap. And for a $50 game, because we talked about it last time in the scrapped version of the video, but you know, back in the day, $50 for a board game would be high. That'd be a high dollar game.
Yeah.
But now in the world of board games and stuff like that, $50 is real mid-range. And for a mid-priced game, this feels like a high-end game. This feels like something Wizards of the Coast would put out, or Top Flight Games. Like this is, it's that high a quality. This is no Steve Jackson, Munchkin.
I know.
Okay, I got hit by the curse. I can't get this one deck open. I got it.
Having the same problem I was having last time.
Yeah, these open like a pack of my dad's smokes. Why didn't he come back?
I was about to say, I don't know what my dad's smokes open like. He never brought them home.
Never got back from the... And see, I don't know why they bothered sending this in a resealable baggie, because all this has spots. Like you don't need the bags.
Well, remember they send you extra of these.
Okay, so
we can put the extra of these.
I like anything that sends you extra parts, especially in my house.
Well, that's kind of curious to me, because like you don't take these dials apart. At least I can't think of a reason to take them apart.
But you know what? This is a game for all ages. There's no inappropriate content in it. It's not so complicated that younger people couldn't play it, and they're typically a little bit less responsible with keeping up with with parts and pieces.
Little bits and pieces. This one's being finicky.
And I think for smoothness, we'll just play with this mat here to start, regardless of what characters we end up going with.
It's also a new mat to both of us too, so.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like for this match, we should both play characters we haven't played. So I think everything out of here and here is pretty much off the table.
Yeah, we'll just do. I mean, so and if we save that for Jekyll and Hyde, then we've got 6 characters.
I tell you what, you want to play Bruce Lee? We need to open it up. I want to play Robin Hood, and we'll do Robin Hood versus Bruce Lee.
Okay.
And we'll do it on the Legends map. And then, depending on how fast it goes, maybe we have time for 2 rounds for the video. So that's the unboxing. Let's kind of talk. While we have this open, let's kind of talk through the rules, and then we'll open these up. Or do you think we should open these first?
Either way, I think.
Okay, so the rules are pretty easy. You pick a character. Blam! I got the character. You pick and then you get the deck that goes with that character.
So you've got Sinbad right there.
Yeah. So I grabbed Sinbad. Sinbad's got a health dial. Sinbad's sidekick, the porter, also has a health dial. It tells you what their starting health is. Some characters have a sidekick. Some characters have like cohorts. It looks like Medusa's got 3 cohorts that go with her.
Yeah, they are harpies.
Harpies. Some don't have anything with them. It looks like everybody here has a sidekick.
Yeah, King Arthur has Merlin. Alice has the Jabberwock, and she has harpies, and Sinbad has the porter.
Okay, so with every sidekick, whatever, there's a few special rules. You want to look for, whatever set you're playing. You can turn them back for the special rules. But basically, the way it works is whoever's the youngest player is, always gets to pick first and starts on 1. By the way, this goes up to 4 players, and then the second player starts on the space that's marked 2. So there's a 1, 2, there's a 3 and a 4, and I think every map is marked roughly the same way. Each map is divided up into zones, which is indicated by the different patterns that are on the circles that you can move to. Each character has basically like a little character sheet, and it tells you how many spaces you can move on your maneuver turn, which Sinbad can move 2. And then your cohort can also move the same amount of spaces as you. It tells you what your starting health is. It tells you what kind of attack you have. Most of them are melee, which means you can only attack things that are adjacent to you. Some are ranged, which that means you can attack anything that's in the same pattern type space as you. They have to be in the same zone. And so you can kind of do some reach combat. On your turn, when it's your turn, you get 2 action types.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 3 action types to choose from, and you can do them in any combination. You can do the same action type twice, or you can or you can mix and match however you want. The first action type is called a maneuver, and what you do is you have your deck, and you have a hand. You start with a hand of 5. It can be up to 7 at the end of your turn. If it's more than 7, you have to discard down. And on those cards are the things you can do. On your turn, you can maneuver, which when you maneuver, the first thing you do is draw a card. That's the only way to really make yourself draw a card, other than if a card tells you to draw a card or something, or you have some kind of special ability. Every character's got some kind of special ability. You'll draw a card, you can look at it, and then you can move yourself and all your cohorts or sidekicks or whatever all have the same move rating, and you can move them up to as many spaces as you're allowed. And then that's the end of that. And then you can do it again if you want, because remember, you got 2 actions. The second action type is a scheme. Scheme cards all have a yellow lightning bolt on it. And basically all that is they're like special abilities and attacks and things like that don't involve moving. So if you take the scheme action, you can play one of those. And the third type of action is the attack action. And the attack action is real simple. If somebody's like, you declare your attack from what character you're attacking from, and you point out what character you're attacking, and then you play one of your attack cards. Combat is it's easier in practice than it sounds. So I play an attack card face down. Mike's defending.
And you'll have different cards. Like this card has an attack symbol on it. This card can attack or defend.
Right.
And then you've got
the shield cards.
The shield card is your defense card.
And then each one is assigned to a specific character too.
Yeah. And the lightning bolt is your scheme card. If you choose a scheme, you have to play a scheme card.
Right.
And the corresponding number, if it's an attack card and it has a 2, your opponent has to meet or beat a 2.
Right. Well, that's how much damage I'm dealing.
Yeah.
And then you can play a defense card, and so like this one blocks 1, so you would take 1 damage, unless the effects in the bottom. Now the effects in the bottom, there's like 3 turn orders. There's like before combat, during combat, after combat. And so you see how it resolves. And then if there's ever a tie, its defender goes first every time. So if I have something that says before combat and you have something that says after combat, the before combat effect resolves before the after combat. If we're both playing something that says during combat, then the defender's thing goes off first, which could cancel out what I'm doing.
Which it's kind of refreshing because it's the opposite of how the stack works in Magic.
Yes, and there's no. What I really love about it is there's no arguments about I fast effect that real quick because I play the attack. It's face down. You decide if you're even going to defend, and if you are, you just play your card, and then I flip mine over, and then it just resolves. You just resolve it in whatever order it is, and that's just how it lays. There's no you played that too fast. I didn't strategize it right. It's really streamlined and it works really easy. So anyway, on your turn, you get 2 actions. Can be one of those actions like I could attack twice. I can maneuver and attack. I can maneuver and maneuver. I could do 2 schemes.
You have to take 2 actions.
You have to take 2 actions, no matter what. And if also on the maneuver thing, you have to draw a card. If you can't draw a card, you take 2 damage. Because
that's how one of our off-camera games ended last time.
Because your deck is also your energy. If you run out of cards to play, your character is exhausted and has exhausted themselves to death. So, were any of these Sinbad or are these all?
These are all King Arthur.
Okay, so we can return those back.
Yeah. Which I saw one of these Merlin cards, and oh boy, King Arthur might be the Sherlock Holmes of the original set, or the Buffy.
I'm looking for special rules for the core set to see what it says.
Don't forget also the back of your character card actually has the turn order and everything on it.
Yeah. So you'll go first, and you guys will kind of see how this how the round plays out. So you get to look at your hand.
Ho, 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 ho.
No, no, ho.
I'm like water.
Oh no! Oh no, sir, that will not do.
You have to become the cup.
I will shit your cup.
All right. So I'm going first, huh?
So at the beginning of your turn, you don't just draw. You at the beginning of your turn, you pick one of your actions. So declare what your first action is going to be.
Let me finish reading through my cards real quick.
No, none of that.
Oh, come on. Okay, you know what?
Oh, we did forget to mention the boost value.
Yeah, the boost value.
There's a I'm gonna pull a random card here to show to the camera. There's also a boost value on the card. It's a number in the lower right hand corner that's different than the attack, defense, and all that. And if you maneuver, you can discard a card, and you can add that number to your movement to kind of run around. And then that boost value also has some other cool, like little mechanics. Depending on the card, it'll say use the boost value instead or whatever.
So I think I already see how Bruce Lee works.
Show me.
Okay, I'm not going to maneuver.
Oh my God!
First,
really?
I am going to attack first.
So you're attacking from Bruce Lee to. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You attack for 3.
Yep.
I defend for 3.
And I have an after combat.
I also have an after combat. I'm the defender, so mine goes first. Deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter adjacent to my fighter.
Okay.
So Bruce Lee takes 1 damage. What is your after effect?
Bruce Lee may swap spaces with the opposing fighter and gain 1 action.
Interesting. He's fast. I kind of figured he would get like turn-breaking mechanics.
So for my second...
Okay, so now you're on a free attack.
Yeah, so for my free action, I'm going to scheme. I'm going to play... By the way, this card is called Jeet Kune Do Short Lead Hook. That's going to be important.
Okay.
For my scheme, I'm going to play Bring It On. Choose an
how is that?
Choose an opposing fighter in Bruce Lee's zone. Place them in any space adjacent to Bruce Lee. I'm in purple now.
Oi! Hey! What are you doing?
Gain 1 action.
No, this is horseshit. Oh, I'll call horseshit on this.
For my next free action...
Yeah, we haven't even got to your second action yet.
I'm going to attack Robin Hood.
Okay. I am not going to defend.
Okay. That's 4.
That's rough.
And he has an after combat.
I am currently at 9. What happens next?
Choose one of the fighters in the combat and move them up to 2 spaces.
So that's either me or you. Oi, mate. I don't know why he sounds like that.
I'm not going to move either of us.
Okay. So now you get another turn.
For my second official action, I'll attack Robin Hood.
Okay. I am not going to defend again.
It's only 1 damage. I have an after combat.
Okay.
Draw 1 card. If I won the combat, draw 2 cards instead.
So draw your 2 cards and shut the hell up.
Ooh.
Ugh. Jeez.
And that is my round, sir.
Okay.
Oh, at the end of my turn, I may move Bruce Lee up to one space, but I'm not going to.
Okay. I'm going to attack with Robin Hood. Bruce Lee. Disarming shot hits for 4.
Be like a water. Blocks for 3.
Okay.
I have an after combat.
I have an after as well, so yours resolves first. So I have done 1 damage unless it says something else.
After
Take that, you wanker!
My after combat is choose a Jeet Kune Do card in your discard pile and add it to your hand.
What is this broken ass horse shit? This is so stupid. Okay. My after combat effect, draw a number of cards equal to the amount of damage dealt to the opposing fighter, which was only 1, so that was really disappointing. But I will take it. After I attack, I may move attacking fighter up to 2 spaces, which I will do that.
Where would you like to move?
Let's move him over here. I need a buffer. Okay, and let's see. I'm going to attack Bruce Lee with Robin Hood. Good sir. Good sir.
With Robin Hood?
I attack Bruce Lee with Robin Hood. Good sir. Stop your grinning and drop your linen. Hunter's Eye just does 5 damage.
And I blocked 2 of it. I used Feint.
Okay.
Which would have canceled all effects on your card.
But there are no effects on my card. And then after I attack, I may move my attacking fighter up to 2 spaces, which I'm going to move him here.
Okay. How much health do your sidekicks have? Just the 1?
Just the 1.
Awesome.
You can just kick them into that lake and they'll die. And I have not seen a single thing. Oh, they are outlaws, by the way.
Okay. So for my first action, I'm going to attack this sidekick.
He's just going to take it.
3, after combat, I may swap spaces with the opposing fighter.
He's just dead. Oh, did you do damage to him when you swapped spaces earlier?
What was your defense? Your first defense? Because my first attack was.
I defended with 3. It did no damage. That's right. Okay, I was paying attention.
I also gain an action for that.
You are a bitch.
So with my action, I'm going to maneuver, so I can draw a card.
I do see what Bruce Lee's disadvantage will be. And I'm going to try to exploit it before the end of the game. So I'm not going to just outright say it to you.
That's fair. I am going to use my move. I am going to attack Robin Hood and boost.
Oh my.
Which you can discard a card to use its boost number to affect the attack or defense number on your card. Right?
No, it's just for move.
I thought it was you could do attack and defense as well.
You had a character that could.
Oh, okay.
You've done it before because there's somebody in the Buffy set that does that, but boost is just for movement. I can look it up if you're.
Oh no! I believe you.
Yeah. Boost is just your movement unless it says otherwise. I think it was Buffy that could add her boost to her attack in certain situations?
Maybe. I think it may have been on the card.
Yeah.
For it.
God, I'm glad that's not a mechanic of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would suck. It already
For
sucks.
you.
Okay, so you're attacking Robin Hood?
Yep.
I defend with nothing. I am at 4 health for starters.
And if I won the combat, I choose one of the fighters in the combat and move them up to 2 spaces.
Okay.
But I can't move you through me or anything. So.
Oh yeah, you can't move through enemy spaces even if there's like some rule says you can move them. Blah blah blah, unless it just says move them adjacent to you or something like that. You teleported earlier.
So I'm just gonna leave them there.
Okay.
And that is my round.
Jeez, Lou. I believe you can move if you want, since you attack.
I can move up to 1 at the end of my turn.
Okay, but you're choosing to stay.
I choose to stay.
I'm gonna maneuver.
I hope I get to use this. This card's interesting.
I'm gonna move Robin Hood. Oh no, I can't do that because I can't be on the same space, and I can only move him one at a time. So I can't like go. I move him 1, and then 1, 2. Oh, actually, I can do that.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just figured
yeah.
something out. So I can move him 1. I can move him 1, 2, and then I can move him 1, 2, and then I can move him 1, 2. Way to go! Oh, I was supposed to draw a card first. Okay. All right. My outlaw is going to attack Bruce Lee. Hits for 2 and has an immediate effect.
I have a blocks for 2 and a during combat and an after combat.
Okay, so the immediately goes first. Hits for 2 immediately. Cancel all effects on opponent's card and ignore its defense value.
Well, that sucks because this card is amazing.
Yes.
Do you want me to read you?
Yeah. I want to know what I just canceled out.
So during combat, I really wanted to use this on an attack. During combat, if your hand is empty, the value of this card is 6 instead of 2. After combat, draw 2 cards.
Awesome. Mine's called Highway Robbery, by the way.
Fitting. Mine is called Little Dragon.
The good thing is you only take 2 damage, which I think is a drop in the bucket for you.
I'm actually down to 7.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've done anything. So my first thing was maneuver. My second was attack. After I attack, I may move my attacking fighter up to 2 spaces. There's nowhere he can... Well, I could move him back if I wanted. You know what? I think I will do that just to force you to have to waste a movement to get to me, unless you end up with some cool like little scheme. Oh, you have an empty hand though, don't you?
Yeah, I have to move anyway.
You have to move to get a card. Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna move.
The defense rests, good sir, and I will drink this rainbow unicorn. Bang.
I'm gonna maneuver.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Because his move is 3.
Oh, coming up the back door. Just the way I want it.
And I'll attack. You know what? Yep, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. I'll attack.
Okay. I'm defending Robin Hood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
4.
You attack for 4. I defend for 1.
I have an after.
I have an after. Mine resolves first. So, so that's 3 after combat, draw 1 card. If I won the combat, draw 2 cards instead. I did not win the combat. So I take
3 damage.
3 damage. What is your effect, good sir?
If I won the combat, choose one of the fighters in the combat and move them up to 2 spaces.
Gotcha.
So
I'm at 1 health, by the way.
what I am going to do
Let's see what I drew here.
is move here and then here for my 2 spaces for the card. The end of my turn. What was there?
Float like a stick of butter and sting like the letter B.
Thought you were going to go float like a stick of butter and sting like the kidney stones you get from it.
Okay.
And that is my round, sir.
Crikey.
I like Bruce Lee. I like Bruce Lee a lot.
I hate Bruce Lee right now.
Robin Hood seems fun.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a sarcastic, condescending way. He does seem like it'd be fun. Okay, sure. Just Bruce Lee, man.
Let's see. Okay. I'm going to do a maneuver. So let me draw a card, see what I get here. Thank you. Like 9 turns too late. Awesome. So for my maneuver, I'm going to go 1, 2. Get him right there. And I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to back Robin Hood up some. I'm going to 1, 2 to get him into a new zone. Actually, you know what? He was here, right? I'm going to go 1, 2 to get him into that zone. And I'm going to go 1, 2. And now I'm covering 4 possible zones.
I'm assuming you have a card that lets you do stuff based on how many zones you're occupying.
No, but I'm hoping something comes up.
It's fair. Very fair.
Okay, so that was my maneuver. I drew a card. I got that. It's the opposite of helpful. And I'm going to attack Bruce Lee with that outlaw.
Alrighty.
Oh, what a waste. You have nothing to defend with. Why didn't I put Robin Hood in your zone? I'm such a
Because
douche.
you're scared.
Yeah. I don't want to be anywhere near him. So this was the highway robbery one again, so you just take 2 damage.
Is that your round, sir?
Yeah, and I only got 1 health, so
I'm going to maneuver.
I'm sure. Hopefully you got a defense card.
I'm going to maneuver.
Well, at least I'm not getting attacked.
And it's your turn.
Right.
You trying to do Russell Crowe Robin Hood?
Oh, you know what? I should have paid attention to my card anyway. Remember how I was like, oh, I'm covering 4 zones? Those outlaws, they can only do melee, while Robin Hood does ranged. This is the first character I've seen where they do 2 different types of stuff.
That's how Sherlock and Watson are. Watson's ranged and Sherlock is melee.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Same with, I noticed King Arthur and Merlin. Merlin's ranged.
How much health do you have? You have 5. Let's see. I'm going to maneuver. First draw a card. Okay, so for my maneuver, I'm going to go 1, 2. Because it just hit me that I've blocked off your only route of escape there.
You act like I'm trying to escape.
I don't know. Maybe pinning you will help. And then I'm going to try this tactic here, And I'm going to attack Bruce Lee with Robin Hood. With a ranged attack. Hits for 2.
Defends for 1.
Okay.
And then after.
I have an after as well. Your after goes first.
I draw 1 card. If I won the combat, which I did not, I would draw 2 cards instead.
Okay. My after combat is I draw 2 cards. And it would be your turn now.
Ooh. God, how do I want to do this?
I'm going to be really mad if I finally got you pinned where you actually can't maneuver. And but yeah, and then you have like some card that's like jump over any opponent in front of you.
So first I'm going to scheme. I'm going to play Nunchaku. All of Bruce Lee's attacks this turn are +1 value. Gain 1 action.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Okay. So now is my free action. I'm going to attack this outlaw.
Okay.
And remember, this is at a +1.
Going to defend.
Okay. 4.
Only defends for 1.
I have a daring combat, which doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't? My after combat is draw 1 card. If I won the combat, no.
So, this boy be dead. I'm going to use my second official action to maneuver.
Okay.
And that is your turn, sir.
Awesome.
This is a good matchup.
Okay. Should I go for the Hail Mary and try to get the win right now, just on a whim? Because you've got 1 card in your hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it could be a defense, it could be an attack, it could be a scheme. If it's an attack or a scheme, I could be home free. If it's a defense or a defense/attack, I could come up short and just leave myself wide open. I'm gonna go for it.
Do you, boo boo?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. Robin Hood's gonna attack Bruce goddamn Lee. Ah! For 3.
2.
Okay, so you take 1 damage.
Mine's an immediate. It's faint.
Okay. I was really banking on you not having a defense because I would have dealt 3 and then I would have dealt 1 damage to each opposing fighter, which would have been the 4 and ended it. But instead, you've got 3, I've got 1, but I do have an action. So,
if you can hit me for 3, man, I'm.
You have nothing in your hand?
Is it a Robin Hood?
It's a Robin Hood, and it's a disarming shot, and it's for 4, which is just enough. It's just enough. That was a good game. I barely pulled that. Dude, I thought that was lost the whole game. How did I outnumber you 5-1, and somehow I won with 1 health? 1 goddamn health, Mike.
Dude, Bruce Lee is nasty.
So I didn't beat you using the exploit that I think I figured out. So what I noticed already is look at your discard deck compared to my discard deck. You burned through, like in the first 2 turns, you had burned through about that many cards, and I only had like 3. This You could have 3 new people. You can set it up for them in like 5 minutes. You can say, okay, just pick who you want. What flavor? You don't have to tell them any mechanics about it. Hey, these are all the characters you can pick from. Who do you want to play as? Well, I like Dracula. Play as Dracula. I like Robin Hood. Play as Robin Hood. I'll be Bigfoot. What? Yeah. And then you explain the gameplay real quick. Mm-hmm. And then you go. And then after that, after you got one game under your belt, dude, all bets are off. Hey, man, I want to play freaking Sherlock next. How does he play? Get him out and figure it out. It's, a game's only like 20 to 40 minutes, so we got time.
And it's one of those, like if you're having a game night with all your friends, like my game group, there's 5 of us. And this is a game that, like an odd number of people, like 5 would be rough because there's
because you got to leave one person out.
But it's also, especially since we have the sets, it's like, okay, well, the 2 of us will play this, and then you 3 can play this, and like
the big
do it that way. But it's one of those games that, like, take it. We don't always have that 5th person show up.
Yeah.
So then it's a quick.
I also feel like this, and we haven't done it yet, but I like any game that lends itself to modability, where you can do like your own house rules, like you're talking about. There may be a way you can stick 2 maps together and add players with your own custom tweak. Or we were talking about making dual hero decks, and like, okay, you have a Dracula Sherlock combo, and you play. How does that work? I feel like there's a few different places you could go with this, a few different house rules you could do to make it your own if you wanted to.
I honestly think one of the maps on this one kind of lends itself to the using multiple maps. The
secret rooms,
secret
passage one.
Yeah, with the secret passage, because essentially what I was thinking was, if you've got that, like say you've got 8 people, and you butt 2 maps against each other, you make the corners like the secret passageways, and you can go to the other corners.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah,
so you can go out the back.
Yeah, you can do what you wanted.
And then the 2 or 3 on the inside would connect.
Yeah, or you could just add some kind of token markers. I mean,
I also feel like this kind of lends itself, like, theoretically, if you wanted to, you could sit down and draw up your own map. I mean, it's the map outside of, like, how they are adjacent to each other really doesn't bring much to the game outside of the artwork on it. So if you wanted to sit down and make your own custom map...
Yeah, because really all it is circles with lines drawn to it. Like, what is drawn on the map doesn't matter, like, in the least bit. It's all just
so you've got templates in there. Draw your own. Make yourself an 8-player map.
That'd be kind of sick. RPGX should make custom maps for it. Yeah, under the fair use thing, like we do for D&D and stuff like that. I might do that. I might actually try to draw up some maps. That's a good call. I like that.
Just one, so like when you do have your larger game, you'll be like, hey, I want all of us to try this game.
So overall, I'm giving it like 9.5 stars. Mm-hmm. It's almost a 10-star game for me. If there just weren't other games that were more like my favorite, like the Futurist game, I actually like that just a little bit better because I like that Conquer sort. Mm-hmm. They're not in the same class. I think of this type of game where it's just like a battle royale style game. This is my new favorite game for just combat. Like, it beats Robo Rally for me, or anything where it's just like, just like a fist fight. Yeah. But as far as like overall board games, such a broad category, it's not my favorite, but it is in my top 5. I mean, for sure.
For me, I think I classify it as my favorite just because it's been so long since I've played anything like this. I mean, our game group, we've gone through every different variation of Betrayal at House on the Hill. We do like Use Your Words, Jackbox Party Pack on Xbox or PlayStation, like stuff like that. outside of when we played Dice Throne those couple of times when the guys were over, I haven't played a game like this in so long. I haven't played Risk in forever. I haven't played Politica in forever.
Well, I think our game of Risk is still going on from 1988 right now. No, I really like it. Oh no, any final thoughts on that?
No, I can't wait to actually have the time to get in and do some of the team games.
Yeah. So to check in on the 2 energy drinks, I am so crashed at this point. But I had to piss like 3 times. It was glowing in the dark. I'm pretty sure I crapped myself at some point. They were awful. They were just absolutely bad. They did amp me up for a while, and they were 0 sugar, but I'm pretty sure I had a heart attack, passed out, crapped myself, peed my pants. It's just the worst. Got that going on. I have no idea what the next episode's going to be, but probably not another board game. Probably be a video game, or we're thinking about maybe doing some live stream. But so a few things in the comments. Tell us what matchups you want to see, because we're gonna play this in the off time, and we can just post up matches and stuff like that. And if you want to see us live stream this game, so you can comment while we're playing or something like that, that would be cool too. I think I have all the characters listed in the forums on this, and tell us who you want to see. Tell us your ideas for new characters for the company. We'll tell the company, hey, you need to start making these. Maybe RPGX can start making our own custom homegrown. I mean, we can go buy miniatures at the comic book store. I can make my own stat cards. We could do that. So tell us what custom characters you want to see us come up with, or that you want to see from the company. So unlicensed, licensed characters. And also, we got to peddle our merch, and I suck at segueing into that, but be sure you go to the Terrible Gamer nerdcast.com/merch, or you can buy via our Facebook page now. But Mike here, he's modeling his
the black tank top with the yellow,
the black tank. I got the sweater on. He also bought one of our cheat code. I like the bright yellow. The bright yellow came out good.
Yeah.
And your little nipple connector.
Yeah, for those of you wondering, it is nipple to nipple.
Definitely nipple to nipple. The right nipple would be up and the left nipple would be A. So, no, that's good. I like it. Go check it out. If you want to support us, you can go get some merch. You can also hit that donate page. Also, be sure to like and subscribe. We hope you liked the episode, and we'll be back next week with something else.
Yeah. While you're on the site, check out a few of us have been writing some blogs, trying to get some more content out there for everybody.
And we got the forums and the message boards open now too, so you can join in on the discussions, ask questions directly. You can also hit us up on the contact page, things like that.
Give us some insight on stuff you'd like to see us research and dig into and put out there for you guys.